When it comes to providing amenities for your property, you can look at it as a list of two categories. The first one is essential items. I would recommend try and give towels, sheets, all the basic soaps, shampoo. These things do not cost a lot. You can buy multi-packs and keep replenishing them as they run low. When you're getting the linen for your property, like sheets, bedding, towels, all that kind of stuff, try and get them into white if you can. There are a couple of reasons for that. When you have white linen, it gives an impression that the property has been serviced professionally. The second is it is easy to get stains of white fabric because you can just simply bleach it. And the third one is washing becomes very easy when it is all of the same color. When you start mixing colors, you have a different color sheet, a different color duvet. You will need to wash them separately, otherwise the colors will start mixing and all that kind of stuff. For all these complications, I would recommend get towels, sheets, duvet covers, linen, all those bedding things in white. You can put fresh towels on the bed or you can pile them up in the bathroom, but there are pros and cons. When you put a towel on the bed, you know when it is used because if the towel has been moved, you can wash it. Whereas if you put all of them in a pile and the guest just used 2 out of the 5, you won't know what has been used because they could have touched them, they can put them back. But when it is on bed, you definitely know that the bed has been moved, someone has slept in there and it is no longer on the bed. But when it is in a pile in the bathroom, you will need to wash everything, no matter whether they have used it or not. So there are pros and cons of that. I personally like to put all the towels on the beds so I know what has been used and I try and save my washing costs. And when it comes to providing amenities for the rest of the property, try and make it a place which feels like home. People traveling on Airbnb expect that. And there is no limit to how many things you can provide. But please try and give all those basic things which everyone would need on a daily basis. Things like shampoo, conditioner, toilet rolls. And I've seen people, for some reason, they do not want to spend money on these things. Like toilet rolls is a hot topic. People don't know how many toilet rolls to provide. And they're always not providing enough. I recommend give at least 2 toilet rolls per person, no matter how long the stay is. And you can just tell them clearly that we provide only the starting supplies. If you run out of these things during your stay, you will need to help yourself. But try and give these basic things sufficient so the guests do not have to ask you for the basic stuff. It saves you from a lot of hassle and bad reviews in the long run. And there will be times when you would miss these things or there were just not enough for you to put them on. When these things happen, when you miss those items, apologize to the guest and try your best to replenish them if they have been missed. And remember, people are coming there for a short stay. They just need just the basic items to be there. You do not have to give all that elaborate, complicated kitchen equipment to help them cook this and that. Kitchen is one thing where I've seen when people are furnishing a property, they overlook it. They do not pay enough attention to the kitchen. Kitchen is the most important part after bathroom. Even if someone is not planning to use the kitchen during their stay, the first thing they will do when they come is check the bathroom and check the kitchen. And people open the drawers in the kitchen and try to see what is there, even if they don't intend to cook anything. So try and fill the kitchen as much as you can. It doesn't cost a lot to get a couple of extra cups or mugs or glasses or plates or spoons. Try and equip the kitchen properly. Do not try and save money on cutlery. These things do not cost a lot, about 50 pounds or $50. You can get so much stuff to fill all the cupboards in your kitchen. Try and give a fully equipped kitchen as much as you can. In the long term, that $100 or $200 you will spend extra in putting a lot of cutlery in your property will give you a lot of positive feedback from the guests. And I have seen people when they're furnishing a property, they try and get a lot of used substandard item and put in the property. Trust me, as soon as people walk in, they can feel whether the property has been furnished with substandard items. It's okay to purchase second-hand used items, but do not buy substandard items. Buy quality goods which will last longer, which feels good. People should feel the value when they stay in the property, and in the long run they will give you good reviews. You will make a lot more money with those positive reviews. In summary, do not buy substandard items. Try and get good quality items when furnishing the property. It will lead to a better customer satisfaction, and in the long run you will have plenty of good reviews to bank on to get you a lot more bookings and money in your bank. And make sure you mention it on your listing that you provide starter supplies only. Absolutely, you are not there to provide unlimited supply of toilet rolls to someone. Just make it clear that you provide starter supplies of essential items, so they don't have to go and buy on their first or second day. But if they run out of anything during their stay, they will have to help themselves. Make it very clear. And if someone asks you for an extra toilet roll, as long as you've given them 2 toilet rolls per person when they arrived, your job is done. They can help themselves if they need more.